Yo, 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 it's your man, Big Daddy Roughneck. You're tuned into the Gary Brugman Podcast. Prepare to be entertained.
Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 47. Yeah, I got that right. Episode 47. We got a bunch of things to talk to you about today. We're going to talk about Biden and his senile character. We're going to talk about some pardons, some real estate. I got a sermon to talk to you about, so let's bounce off some guardrails and let's get to it. Hey everybody, welcome back. Episode 47 of the Gary Brugman Podcast. We're glad that you're here with us once again. Again, just want to remind you, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, and please go to Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star rating and a short review so we can climb up those rating ladders, that rating ladder, no matter what platform you're listening to. Let's just go ahead and give us 5 stars and a short review. We want to get to the top. We want to make Joe Rogan number 2. And there's a lot of podcasts coming up the ranks, and we want to keep them behind us. So every little bit that you do counts. And let's not forget YouTube. Watch us on YouTube as well.
Hey,
look at that.
nice.
Two times in a row.
Nice.
2 times in a row. So we have a YouTube channel. Go there, hit those thumbs up and subscribe. And again, leave us a review. Let us know what you think. And as usual, you're at the mercy of whatever interests me today. And right off the bat, I got to thank Maximum Altitude. Maximum Altitude for all your custom truck accessories and off-road needs. Call my brother Joey Max. Maximum Altitude has a state-of-the-art shop and showroom that will completely floor you. Maximum Altitude's been in business in San Antonio for 26 years, and Joey's the pioneer in custom trucks here in South Texas. So go to MaximumAltitude.com, Maximum Altitude on Instagram and Facebook, or just call my brother Joey direct at 210-655-0184. And don't worry, your wife called. She said it's okay.
And so did your mother over here.
So did your mother. That's right. Of course, we want to thank GMR Gold. And as usual, I've talked before that I've bought several pieces of silver from GMR Gold, and I plan on buying much more. They got a bunch of collection, Chris Kyle, Daily Special, Mutiny Metals, and they have the Bullion Box. It's bullionbox.com. That's their website, bullionbox.com. And they have several different categories of subscriptions that'll fit your budget. So go ahead and check them out. It's GMR Gold on Instagram and Facebook, and bullionbox.com. And you can request information on how to secure retirement with precious metals in an IRA. Just call Jeff or Charlie at 877-795-9585. They're good people over there. They will help you out.
Yep.
And let me tell you a little bit about Old Patrol HQ. Old Patrol HQ is a Facebook and Instagram page about life in the old Border Patrol. Who cares about life in the old Border Patrol? Everybody should, because they're the true American cowboys. If you ever wonder what life of the Border Patrol agent was, you got to follow Old Patrol HQ and go to their podcast, Old Patrol HQ podcast, man, because he interviews old patrollers, old patrol inspectors, and he does a great job. A lot of history there, a lot of history of our country. And the web pages are full of funny memes, quotes, and from famous and not so famous PAs, patrol agents. And also, don't forget to go to oldpatrolhq.bigcartel.com for some of the best Border Patrol merchandise around. And be ready to buy some stuff, man, because he's got some great things. He's got cups, T-shirts, hats, and they also have the official Gary Brugman Podcast T-shirt. All right, $30 total will get you a T-shirt. Shipping included.
I see
right, so
people sharing social media, man.
Yeah, people are starting to share it. That's the T-shirts are getting delivered, man. I need to put up.
That's
so,
sweet.
So follow Old Patrol HQ on Facebook and Instagram for some history, some laughs, and a few shenanigans along the way. Because there ain't no patrol like the old patrol.
There ain't no patrol like the old patrol, baby.
That's right. That's right, brother. Honor first, honor always. So, Hero Soap Company. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Wash your damn taint. Wash
your taint.
Wash your taint.
With Peppermint Cool.
Scrub them nuts.
Yeah. Scrub them, because you know what? They're not mud flaps, okay? Oh, come on.
Dude, they're going to cancel our promo code, let me tell you.
Oh, no, I'm sure they eat this up. This is called shock marketing.
Shock marketing. All right. Hero Soap Company strives to pay homage to the values that our country was founded on by our forefathers. They are a veteran-owned company, and a portion of sales is donated back to charities that are focused on helping veterans and first responders. Each bar of soap is made in Phoenix, Arizona, and all ingredients for the soap, the clothing, and the scrubs are all sourced from companies in the US of A. And when you go to their website, which is herosoapcompany.com, and you check out their scrubs and their merch and their gear and everything, and you put all that in your cart, when you're ready to check out, use promo code HONORFIRST, HONORFIRST. It's a promo code they came up with for the listeners of the Gary Brugman podcast, and it'll get you 10% off every order. So go there and buy up a storm. It'll get 10% off. Don't forget.
Wash your taint.
Wash your taint.
With peppermint. I recommend it with peppermint cool in the morning. Cedarwood in the evening. Go get you some Hero Soap and use that Gary Brugman code, baby.
That's right. That's right. So, brother, what's going on with Biden, man? Oh, wait, whoa. Let's not get into Biden yet.
Thank you.
I almost messed this whole thing up.
Yep. You caught it.
I'm missing a dedication, ain't I?
Yeah, let's get to it, man.
So, brother, last week I dedicated this last episode, I dedicated a podcast to a Jordan Light, which is a one-legged wonder. One-legged wonder. Damn peg leg, amazing peg leg. But he's a Marine, and I think I'm gonna do the same thing this week. I'm gonna dedicate this to another one-legged wonder, another hop along, my brother John Pappy. All right, I'm going to dedicate this to John Pappy. John Pappy's a combat vet, and he's out in Colorado Springs. I met him last September 11th at a Beyond the Battlefield event, and he is a great guy. We hit it off right off the bat, and there's some incriminating pictures of me and him around there that I'll share with you later. There's nothing bad, but it was funny as hell. And dude, this dude couldn't keep his leg on, man. He kept taking his damn leg off. I'm over here trying to take pictures with people. And there's a damn prosthetic leg coming around in front of my face like this.
Is it one of them legs that everybody does a shot out of?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But, you know, I love John. I love John Pappy. I love him to death. He's my bro. He's my brother from another mother. But I am not drinking booze out of that freaking sweaty-ass stump of his. All right? Fuck that. Sorry, John. Ain't happening. But this John Pappy, this episode is dedicated to you, my brother. Semper Fi.
Thank you for your service.
So now, Biden.
Oh, geez, material falling out of the sky. Material is just falling out of the sky.
Hey, have you ever heard Biden doing a knock joke?
No.
Knock.
Who's there?
Who's where?
That is very relevant with him.
I know.
Very relevant. Touche, my man. Touche.
Right. So what's going on with this dude? Is he staying in or is he getting out? What's the deal going on with this guy? Because I know it's getting kind of scary because we actually don't know what these, asshole Democrats are up to.
No, we don't.
So that's the scary part.
Well, the Democratic National Convention is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And that is supposed to be from August 17th through the 20th. And that's where they usually accept the nomination and
right.
the big party and stuff. Well, Joe Biden is not going to be there. He's going to accept the nomination from his bunker basement, wherever he is in Maryland. He's not coming out.
Delaware,
whatever. Delaware.
Right.
So he's blaming it because the virus has worsened. And we'll get into a little of that. But some people are saying, like, he hasn't even chose a
running mate,
vice president yet.
Right, running mate, yeah.
So some sources are telling me that Biden might not accept the nomination and he might have to respectfully decline because he was now named. It used to be U.S. citizen. The judge overturned it and said, no, you have to put the person's name in this paperwork. And that name turned out to be Joe Biden in a Ukrainian corruption case where he wanted to keep 1.8 billion in loans for this company, for this country, and only if they fired the district attorney who was prosecuting it.
Right. I remember that. There was a video out where he was like, so I told him, you got to fire the prosecutor, you know,
He
and
was a gangster.
And yeah, he's like, well, what time is our plane? You got 6 hours to fire this prosecutor. And then he's like, well, son of a bitch, they fired him. Now I got to cough up $1.5 billion.
Now we could lend them money.
Right.
Even out of his pocket, out of his budget, he was loaning them the money. Guaranteed loans.
And that was the prosecutor that was investigated his son for corruption.
That was the Ukrainian power company, I believe it was, right?
Oil.
Energy company.
Energy, yes.
Right.
Man.
And you know, have you ever heard of Hunter Biden around?
Oh, no. No, the fucker's MIA. He did
Where
an
the hell
interview.
did he go, bro?
He did an interview on Fox News and then disappeared after that.
Gone. He did CBS, he did Fox, he did CNN, he was out.
Yep, completely gone after that.
Yep.
Freaking unreal. And you know, if that would have been you or me or any other American, you know, I mean, God forbid, dude, I pushed a guy on the ground. And got 2 years for it.
These guys are using our country like they're gangsters.
Yep.
You know, is this the mafia that's running our country?
Hey, it's the deep state, man. That's probably even worse. I mean, you know, you don't know.
Yeah, I would have to agree with there is a deep state.
I
have to agree with
absolutely.
That. There is absolutely,
and they're terrified right now
that are working against our president. You know, the one that came out when he won the election and he hugged the American flag.
Right. No, the patriotic president, the true American president.
The true American.
Yep.
And he was the only one wearing an American flag pin.
Right.
And I watch all these politicians to see if they're wearing one of these pins, and very few of them represent the United States with the flag on their lapel.
The amount of patriotism and integrity that's on Capitol Hill right now is just ridiculous. It's almost non-existent. Everybody's there for themselves. You know, freaking Biden was there for almost 48 years, 50 years. I mean, why? Why? You know, and I like that saying that goes along that between Schumer, Pelosi, and Biden, there's like 120 something years of politics, but they blame it all on Trump, who's been there 2.5 years.
Yeah.
You know,
how did they pull that Shazam on him? How did they make shit look like gold?
You know, before when you went up to Congress and you served as a politician, that was a noble cause. You know, it was nobility. You were honored to do it, and then when you were done, you went back to your life.
Right. You didn't profit. You didn't.
No, you didn't. I mean, and if you did at the end of your term, when it was done, now it's turned into a career. Now it's turned into I'm into Congress and I'm a millionaire. You know,
my work's not done yet.
Work's not done yet. How the fuck AOC ended up on Capitol Hill, I don't know, because if I get this freaking pardon from the president of the United States, I think I'm running for Congress, bro.
It was her breasts. Her breasts got her.
I got breasts?
No, not like her, bro. No. She's got some very racy videos that just stem from her going live. You know, she's a little buzzed on the wine and don't realize she's wearing a see-through freaking shirt.
She does have a nice set of tits. But it doesn't matter.
That's not the conversation here.
I know. You got me off track.
Guardrail, bang!
Boom! First guardrail. We're heading towards the other one. But yeah, man. I mean, I still understand. She's like the director of the whole scene now. Everybody follows what she does, and she was a bartender. She was a bartender. I mean, that's probably the best career move she ever made, obviously, but it's really stupid because she has no idea what she's talking about.
Well, being a new representative and she has a very populated area that she represents.
Mm-hmm.
So, being new, she fell under the wing of the wrong side.
Yeah, but she's from New York. All of New York's on the wrong side.
That's all they know.
Yeah, it's all they know. They don't know. It's like California. They don't know any different, you know. I mean, you got some good conservatives there, but for the most part, per capita, it's all Democrat.
It's
I
all Democrat.
want to piss off my California people right off the bat. I had to square that away.
But it's the same. California, New York, very Democratic, heavily Democratic.
Chicago, yep.
Chicago, heavily. I mean, and people are fleeing these cities, man.
Big time.
Like the housing market down here in South Carolina. Woo!
Oh, dude, here in Texas, it's unreal.
Let me tell you.
It's unreal.
My dream of having 60 acres is dwindling because they're selling land fast around here, man.
Yeah. You're going to have to come to Texas. We got plenty.
I know. Everybody's got welcome arms, man. I appreciate all the listeners that reached out, gave me condolences once again. Appreciate y'all. Texas, and most of y'all are from Texas, man. See, I use y'all. There you go.
It took me 15 years to use y'all, but I was still hooked on use.
Hey, see,
Use are fucked up.
Look, I can't abandon my natural talk right here. People still. I've lost a lot of my New York accent. It comes back when I talk to you, but people still catch me on words like talk and coffee and walk. Yeah, always.
Hey, let's take a walk.
Where?
A walk. Yeah.
When we first moved here, we got a peanut. Well, it's like a little farm stand.
Right.
Sell peanuts. And the name of the place is D's Nuts. DEE''S Nuts. So my wife says, okay, let me go to the farm stand. Let me get some fresh vegetables and stuff. And she goes there, and she's by herself exploring the town. This was early when we moved here. And the guy's like, oh, would you like to try some ball nuts? And she's like, excuse me? She thought he was saying bald nuts.
That's what I thought she said.
Why would I want to see those? And he's like, bald nuts? And she's like, that's disgusting. He looks over at the old man in the rocking chair. He's like, we got a full-fledged Yankee here, Pa. She was like in some kind of movie. He gave her a sample. It was boiled nuts. That's the thing down here, boiled nuts.
Right.
Up north, we don't experience that. We're roasted.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
We roast our nuts, so we don't boil them. But the name of the place is D's Nuts. Man.
D's Nuts.
Hysterical.
Speaking of which, did you talk to him?
Don't try it on me. I ain't that medicated yet.
I tried on Dave DeVito the other day too. I didn't get him, but I tried it over a message. It didn't work for him. Freaking death metal Dave.
Another friend of yours or a fan of mine, I don't know who wants to claim him, but Brow Bear, his brother is doing better. He had surgery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was talking to him earlier tonight.
You spoke to him?
Oh, text,
Oh, okay.
He's pretty fluent in how to do things, man. He'll send me voice messages, then a text behind, and I can't keep up with you,
dude. And if you don't answer any of those, you'll be driving down the highway. It'll be a freaking skywriter in the plane and say, "Hey, TJ,
pick up your phone."
Yeah, there'll be a plane flying by with a banner. Call me.
He might just have that kind of pull. You never know.
Yeah, he does. He's one of those squirrel contractor types.
Operator.
No kidding. So, still working on my pardon. Getting the word out there. Don't forget, very important. Chad Prater, Texas governor.
Chad Prater, yes.
Chad Prater for governor. Yeah, man. So he finally heard about my case, and I'm really excited about it, dude. He is so funny up on stage, man. He's freaking hysterical. His songs are amazing. If you haven't had a chance to see Chad Prater live, and you get that chance, take it because it's freaking awesome.
I like him when he's with that Sarah Gonzalez from the Blaze TV.
Sarah with no H and an S.
I don't know. Yeah, that girl.
Yeah.
She's pregnant right now.
Yep.
She's a little itty bitty thing.
Yep. She's very pregger.
Yes. They have great chemistry together. I love when he's on her show, The News and Why It Matters.
Right.
Pretty good show.
Yeah, and he's local in Fort Worth, man. I mean, you know, I tried getting hold of him for a long time, and I finally did. So that's a big boost for me, man. And like I said, hopefully if I get my pardon, who knows? I mean, who knows when it's going to be, if it's ever going to happen. But I hope it happens before November, man, because then I can vote.
You know, when you get your pardon, would that be the end of the podcast?
No, hell no. There'll be a whole lot more to talk about then.
Is that where the story ends, and then you have to go buy the book for $49.95 on Amazon?
Yeah, right. Nah, man. I have it on sale for $32. But no, man, the podcast is going to continue, bro. I mean, if I get a pardon, I'll be able to vote. I'll be able to go to the academy and become a reserve police officer again. And I mean, just so many doors will open up, and it'll be just like this weight lifted off my shoulders. And I might even be able to go out and enjoy a day and enjoy the sunshine. And I don't get to do that much anymore. I mean, there's such beautiful days, and I'm like, everything is so on my shoulders, and I get tired, bro. And
the whole country's feeling that way, my brother.
I get it, man. I get it. But but that's just the thing, you know. If the shit hits the fan, I can't do anything to help. Yeah. I can't do anything. I'll be running out there with a pitchfork. You know,
they'll be asking anybody to help if the shit hits the fan. Trust me. Your pardon wouldn't matter. You'd be deputized. Boom.
Probably not, but
hopefully we all get deputized and we could, you know, shove this Antifa Marxist shit right back down their throat where it came from.
Did you see in Colorado Springs where I think it was Colorado Springs where they chased their ass out of the neighborhood?
Yo, that was great. They started whooping their ass too, bro. They fell in the gully. Just don't hit him in the face. Don't hit him in the face. Yeah. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah. No, they said don't pull out a weapon, just punch him in the face. That's what they said.
Oh, right.
Yeah, don't pull out a weapon, just punch him in the face. Keep on punching him in the face.
Then the one Antifa guy pulled out a knife.
Yeah.
Did you watch the video on?
Yeah. Well, then they grabbed. They're like, "Oh, so you want to grab a knife, huh? Have some fists." Yeah. they kept on pounding him.
Disarmed in seconds, milliseconds. He was disarmed.
You know, and like I said, I don't condone violence at all.
I do on Antifa. I do.
Well,
you have to. You have to.
That's what I was gonna say. I said I don't condone violence at all. I don't. I do believe it's necessary sometimes. And if you have to use violence when it's necessary, use as much violence as you need to. You know.
Hey, even the shepherd has to use violence sometimes to protect his flock.
Absolutely. You know, and my sermon today at church was kind of like a wake up. You know, it was called "Not on My Watch," and he was yeah. So I got a clip of it here, and it talks about evil. Let's see what he's got to say. Check it out. Y'all listen to this. Hold on.
He wants churches divided. Not only does he want church divided, he wants your home divided.
Talking about evil.
The Bible speaks about the power of a husband and a wife who are dwelling together in unity. And the thing that you have to understand about unity is that it does not mean that one of you agrees with the other one all the time, because that marriage doesn't exist.
You know, and the same thing goes for politics. And left and right, you know, we don't have to agree on politics. We don't have to agree on everything. But we're the United States. We need unity. You know, we need unity, and that's that. There's no way around it. You know, we have to agree to disagree. And this whole violence and tearing everybody down and silencing other people, that bullshit's got to stop. That bullshit has got to be freaking quelled right now. Because it's bullshit, man. We can't stop that.
Why does it always take a mass casualty incident for this country to pull together?
Because people
all kinds of patriotism after the fact.
Because people forget. And what I believe is that right now, with all this foolishness going on with these Antifa pukes and Black Lives Matter, is now again, I do believe Black Lives Matter. I don't believe in the movement, because the movement is violent. The movement is nothing but a bunch of criminals. So, but I do, that got nothing to do with, you know, Black people or their lives or anything. But that's foolishness that's out there. A lot of these people weren't even around on September 12th, 2001 to know what it's like to have unity. All right. They, you know, and it's my belief that all this division came from our last president, you know, because before that, I mean, life wasn't perfect, but we had gotten past all the racial issues. I don't remember a lot of races. I mean, there was some, you know, there's always going to be some. It's since the beginning of time, there's been racism between tribes and all that kind of stuff. But
like more gangs.
Yeah. But since this last president, since Obama was president, you know, and you think that the first Black president would have united more people than ever, which is what everybody was hoping for. It'd be like, yes, no, this freaking scumbag came and just divided the whole country even more. He drove a freaking sledgehammer and a wedge right down the middle of the heart of America.
He was giving this country away.
Yep. And that prick that he had for Attorney General Eric Holder was no better. He's one of the most corrupt attorney generals that I can remember in my time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm Obama's wingman, and the shit that he did, you know, with Fast and Furious operation and running guns to Mexico that took the life of 3 federal agents, and then they didn't even give a shit. You know, I mean,
nothing dirtier than that, man.
Yeah, no, I'm tired of it. And then, you know, Obama was the worst president in history. So that's my opinion. Not change my fucking mind. It's not gonna happen.
No.
So
no. In history, we'll go back to 1.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's the worst president that ever was, you know. So, but
I don't know if you saw any of the mainstream media on television.
I have not.
But they are starting to report on Antifa. And what they're reporting on are the methods that Antifa are using are the same as Marxist Kurds from Syria. So
mm-hmm.
Same playbook. Same playbook.
Right.
You know, it's been identified.
Finally.
Can they report a little more on it, though? Can they report a little more how you got bands of these assholes begging to get killed? Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, and again, they've been getting away with it, that's where they're getting all their freaking balls from. You know, that's where they've been getting all their courage and their cojones from, is because they've been, to this day, they've been letting everybody get away with it. It's catch and release. It's catch and release in New York City and all the big city and all the other big cities. The mayors ain't doing nothing about it. They're pulling back the cops. The citizens that try to defend themselves are being prosecuted. So these motherfuckers just think they can go out on a fucking free-for-all and act like it's the goddamn purge, you know? And it's not. It's not, you know, like Garrett Foster found out in freaking Austin. He walked up to a car with an AK-47, and, you know, you had the freaking Sergeant Perry in there who was out there just working, and we have a stand your ground law here in Texas. You know, it's not like the Castle Doctrine where you have to be in your home and protect your home or possibly, no. In Texas, if you're legally in a location, legally there, and you're legally carrying, you can protect yourself wherever you're at. All right, it's a stand your ground law. You don't have to retreat. So this guy, he's running an Uber, right? He's heading to pick up a fare, and freaking Garrett Foster walks up to his ass with an AK-47. Hey, open the window, you know, pointing it. Boom, 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 boom. I guess the motherfucker forgot he was in Texas.
Dude, you point a gun at anyone. The other person that you point on the other end of that barrel, that person's thinking you're gonna kill them. So yeah. Guess what?
Dude, I mean,
get ugly.
I mean, look at me. I don't have that right. But you walk towards my car with anything, and you're getting run over.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't.
Always got the gas pedal.
Now I don't have a family anymore. But especially if I had my family with me, you know.
But these Antifa guys, they're getting shot. They're getting run over on the highways,
Good.
and they're still coming out, and they're still coming out, and they're still coming out. We're leaving this country
Because, dude,
open for something very, very, very bad.
But T, they've killed a handful of them, 1, 2, 3, if that many, you know. Wait until they come across the wrong freaking neighborhood and they drop like 30 of them at one time.
Oh yeah, bodies in the street, no
Right.
questions asked. You know,
Right.
the whole street shuts up and walks away like Old West.
Yeah, how'd that get here?
Oh my God, those guys just fell out of the sky.
Yep, exactly.
They've been shot. No, they didn't. They jumped.
You see this big truck went by and hit a speed bump and freaking bodies all over the place. Fell off the back of the truck.
New York is famous for that. Fell off the back of A. Do I got news for you?
Yep. On the Van Wyck Expressway.
My boss says I gotta get rid of all this stuff.
Hey, where these bodies come from? I don't know. Send them back to Maspeth.
I don't know. They just floated in.
That's it. You know. But yeah, man. So I mean, yeah, they're gonna get theirs, dude. And it's crazy. I'm more worried about the freaking politics, man. Because what was it you were telling me that if the election, if they don't come up with a proper winner,
a clear winner,
right?
If we do not have a clear winner for the presidential election by January 20th at noon, Donald Trump has to give up his seat in the presidency until that mess gets figured out or whatever happens. And you know who that leaves? Third in command.
Right.
You know, the
Speaker of the House
goes with him. And I don't want Nancy Pelosi anywhere near the steering wheel for this country.
But does that include like Biden not accepting the nomination?
Well, if the Republicans take the House in the election, then
right.
Right? So that could be something else.
Right. Okay. Well, dude, that's a scary
possibility. It's a possibility.
But that's a scary mess right there because you never know what the freaking left is up to. And they might have just been timing this perfect to make that happen. Yep. You know, that might be their backup plan to freaking Russia, to impeachment, to, all this
coronavirus.
Yep. I mean, hey, they could be poisoning Joe Biden for all we could, giving him stupid pills, I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Not that he needs any.
Pumping them up with antifreeze.
Yeah. Here, have some green tea, Joe.
Weekend at Joe Biden's. He's always being carried around.
Yeah. Biden Lomax.
Have you seen the coronavirus numbers?
I have not.
Okay.
That's your job.
Coronavirus news. The U.S. has reached and surpassed 5 million infected.
No shit. That's a lot of people.
Over 5 million.
But we have over 350 million people in the country, so it's really still a fraction.
Do you want to hear the fraction? Here is fatalities. This is how many souls we lost. We've lost 164,773. Still
a lot of people, but still nothing compared to H1N1.
Minute percentage rate. Do the math. I am not a big man.
Don't get me wrong.
I know how to count 10s and 20s.
Don't get me wrong. One life is too many,
right.
but still, it's still a fraction compared to other diseases that we've had and, and things like that. Oh, yeah. And I don't get all the freaking hubbub. Why shut down
diabetes? What about diabetes? What about cancer?
Right.
Okay, those are way bigger numbers than what we got going here. But they're throwing money at everything, at this coronavirus bullshit. They're throwing money at it like crazy. Yep. Now, granted, I appreciate the president is sending money out and stimulating the economy. But listen, we're just too close to election time. I'm starting to get a little worried, Gary.
Right. No, I get it. I totally get it. I believe me, I totally get it. But hey, gotta take a quick time out. because we have to thank Heroes Media Group. And as I've told you before, Gary Brugman Podcast is now a part of the Heroes Media Group network, and we're proud to be part of it. So check out their articles and other podcasts on heroesmediagroup.com, and you can follow them on Heroes Media Group on Facebook and Instagram. You can find us there as well. You can listen to us there, or you can listen on your favorite platform. Go to YouTube or go to my website, GaryBrugman.com. There's links there to the YouTube channels and to all the podcasts. And I also need to thank, as usual, because they never forget about us, Active Carry Technologies. Active Carry Technologies was developed for everyone. And after several years of designing first aid kits with state and federal agencies, they saw an opportunity to cover a couple of concepts that were being ignored. And the first idea was that everyone is capable of being a first responder. What was that about? What the fuck is that about? An attitude on you. Everybody's capable of being a first responder. So go to Active Carry Tech. That's ActiveCarryTech.com on the interweb, or Active Carry Nation, or Active Carry on Instagram. So what's your problem?
Oh, nothing.
So,
Nothing.
So go to Active Carry Tech on ActiveCarryTech.com. Check them out. They got excellent tactical kits. My favorite's the BORTAC. They got IFACs, which are individual first aid kits, and check them out. They got great gear. ActiveCarryTech.com and Active Carry on Instagram and Facebook. And of course, we can't forget my brother Swifty. Swifty!
Yo, me and Swifty are following. We're friends on Facebook, bro.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He ain't even my friend on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Swifty, what's up, Swift?
Dude, Eric Swifty turned my bike into an amazing machine. I gave him a basket case with pieces and just things slapped together. It was a basket case. And I told him what I wanted, and I let him run with his ideas, and he ran it by me. Like, how about this? I said, do it. And man, he made my vision come true, man. And I haven't been able to ride my bike yet, but man, I got the baddest ride in town, dude. And if you all go to my website, GaryBrugman.com, and go to the pictures gallery, there's a picture of it there, so you can see what I mean. It's awesome. So go.
What a real motorcycle looks like.
Oh, it's a total hot rod, man.
Hell yeah.
So go to my webpage, GaryBrugman.com, go down to the sponsors, and you see a tab that says Swifty's Motorcycle Shop. Click on it, and it will take you right to his Facebook. You can get in touch with him there. So why are you throwing papers around, man? What's wrong?
I don't know. I lost my place, and then I'm reading what I got written down, and it aggravates me, bro.
I get it. You've been losing your temper on the show lately, man.
I apologize. I medicate more properly, man. I'm heavily medicated. Trust me. I am heavily medicated. We always do this around medication time, so.
I get that, you know.
And I'm talking about pharmaceuticals.
Big pharma.
Big pharma. Yeah, better living through chemistry right now, because I can't get to New York, because I'd have to stay there for 3 weeks, 2 weeks quarantine, 1 week procedure. It's crazy. Madness.
Bro, so I'm hoping to be able to get my real estate license this week and start selling some houses again, dude.
Nice.
The market here in Texas is exploding.
Yeah, man, all over. That's
dude, and I just love doing real estate, brother. I love, like Swifty made my dream come true. I told him what I wanted, and he made my dream come true, my vision come to life. That's why I like doing with people, man. I like them to tell me what they want, because it's the American dream to own a home, bro. Isn't it
a heavily dominated female industry?
I mean, there's a lot of females, yeah. But yeah, no, there's a lot of females. There's a lot of males too. Males are just fine. I mean,
right. It's a dangerous industry too, man. Like, you go to show houses and stuff, man. They say bring somebody with you. Have 2 people there.
Yeah, here in San Antonio, there historically there have been 2 or 3 people that have been attacked. Oh, and actually, when you go get your real estate license here in San Antonio, and you actually go to get like sworn into the San Antonio Board of Realtors, one of the ladies that was attacked, and she was beat over the head, and this dude pounded her. and she didn't give up. She ain't give up. This guy split her melon and everything. She'll come and she'll talk to you. I mean, no, not to you, but, you know, to the class, you know, because, you know, when you become a realtor, man, you take an oath. You go to the board of realtors and you actually raise your right hand and you swear an oath.
Yeah, it's got to be some integrity in that.
It's all about integrity.
There could be a lot. Well, there was a lot of wrong done in the real estate,
and there still is. And
the banks collapse it. The banks collapsed the real estate industry.
And there still is, but I mean, you know, it's a great industry, and I love showing people homes and making their dreams come true, and especially when you tell them that they're approved and the offer's been accepted, and just the look on their face, especially if they're like first-time buyers, you know, they can't believe they've actually got a home. You know, that's a big thing for a lot of people. You know, I swore I was going to have my first home by the time I was 35, and I bought my first home when I was 32, and you know. Nice. And I've owned 3 homes in the past, and looking forward to owning another one and a piece of property, dude. I'm hoping to get some land.
I'm in between. I'm like a gypsy, but I found a nice little place over here that I like to call the resort. You know,
yeah, Roughneck Resort, baby.
Yeah, I got some nice digs that we're in right now.
I get it. You know, in South Carolina is booming too, man. I mean, it's crazy. And South Carolina, unlike Texas, South Carolina don't even have enough real estate agents.
And there's a lot of forest. It's a densely forest area down here. And what they do is they clear a lot and they make money on the wood going on the road, going to
I mean, I know people here in Texas that they're developers. So they will get investors and they will buy a area of land, and then they'll divide it and turn it into a subdivision, but they'll just do it piece by piece. And, you know,
right. Little by
little. They build subdivisions, you know, and it's pretty amazing. They're developers. And I'm like, I'd love to get into that, you know, but my license expired in January of last year. I was going through a rough time, you know, financially, and then my head wasn't in it, and I didn't get my courses done. So, and then after that, went through this divorce. I lost my wife and my kids, and that kind of messed with my head and just a lot of things. But I finally got everything done. I finally finished all my courses, and I'm waiting for the state to come up and give me my license. What happens? Coronavirus.
Yeah.
So everything's shut down. The state shut down. I'm like, so here it is, freaking August, and I was ready, and I applied for my renewal in January.
We're in August.
Well, freaking August, dude. And I applied for my renewal in January, and they still gave me a hard time because of this coronavirus crap. So I finally got it all done, and I'm waiting to hear, and they finally approved me. So now I got to try and dig up the money to join the board, get on MLS, and join a brokerage. So that's still another $500 away that I don't have. So that's what I'm working on is collecting that money. So saving it up.
Little by little.
Yeah, man. But I'm looking forward to getting back into freaking real estate, dude. I need something to quell my mind.
Hey, you might be able to sell me my first house.
Hey, bring it. You're moving to Texas anyway.
The last house was the wife's, so I'm gonna go buy my first house. And we're looking at Texas, man. She's down to come out there now since we lost Papa Bear.
I get it. Well, dude, you need to come down and visit, brother. Come down and take a visit. You know, but the other thing,
flights are cheap.
I'm telling you, bro. Two more things we need to talk about because we're running out of time here and people are getting bored because they don't want to hear about my real estate bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. And remember, if you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate anywhere in the Texas area, especially in South Texas, San Antonio, give me a call, Gary Brugman. I'll be glad to help you.
That's Gary Brugman, realtor. He's real estate with honor.
There you go. Honor and integrity all the way. Making the American dream come true.
We'll do an ad for you. We'll do a promo just for you after you get it.
This is my podcast. I'll do as many ads as I want. But don't give me that face. For those of you that can't see him, he's giving me a face.
You don't get to see the face now, huh? We'll just do podcast now. Now we won't do video, all right? See, I got a button. I could use again.
I got a button too. I muted you. I heard that. Don't call me an ick.
Touche.
Don't
Well,
call
I
me.
got.
Don't call me an ick.
I thought I had one up, but he counted. That was a very accurate counter.
All right. What were the other two things we were going to talk about? Made me
Who
forget.
knows? That's 4 things now.
I remember. Man 22 event, August 22nd, coming up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks from actually less than 2 weeks, ain't it? It's next Thursday, ain't it?
Well, this Saturday, because this is the Monday podcast, so Saturday they're having a T-shirt event in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Where at?
I don't have that information upon me.
It'll be up on it'll be up on my website, GaryBrugman.com by tomorrow morning. So by the time you listen to this, it'll be up. But they're having a T-shirt selling event. So go to GaryBrugman.com. There's a flyer there for the Man 22 event taking place at Rick's Place in Fayetteville, North Carolina on August 22nd. Click on that, and it'll take you to the event page, Eventbrite. I keep saying Eventbrite, the Eventbrite page, and you'll be able to buy a T-shirt there. And if you happen to be in Fayetteville, check them out. There's information there. They'll let you know where the event is. Go buy a T-shirt. These guys make a lot of the money for their cause through the sale of their T-shirts.
Yep. Yeah. See, I shouldn't have threw my papers so early.
No, that's what you get for freaking losing your temper.
That wasn't calculated, and one flew somewhere I can't even find it.
And remember, the Man 22 event, showtime starts at 12 o'clock. They're going to have some special guests there. They're going to include Councilman Davis, Captain Woody, Bobby Henline, and the 40th Police Commissioner in the NYPD, Bernard Kerrick. And, of course, the Gary Brugman podcast is going to be there live, too. So we're going to be there for the event on August 22nd.
Yeah, man, that's going to be a pretty good event. I hope people that don't take Corona serious will be out there in the masses.
There'll be plenty of people there, man. I mean, you know, and it's a 2.22 mile walk for suicide awareness. It's a suicide awareness run. So with a plate carrier on. So show up, buy a T-shirt. It's a run, but you can run, walk, or crawl. And I'll probably be crawling, but I'm sure. But I think I'm gonna do it. I mean, I know I can walk it, but you know, I'll probably end up crawling. And we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there all day. So come visit us, stop by and see us, say hi, take some pictures. We'd love to see you. And that's August 22nd, 2 weeks from yesterday. 2 weeks from yesterday.
It's a Ranger Rick event.
And I threw my papers too, so I lost mine. But we need to. The other thing I want to talk about, and it's something it's really getting me frustrated, is we need to end human trafficking. We need to bring the children home, bring them all home, and anybody out there that has seen it or knows anything about it, we need to crush and fucking destroy anybody who harms children, the elderly, the weak, or animals, but especially children and the elderly. Crush these people, all right? Crush them with everything you got. And again, I don't condone violence, but if they're causing harm to children or the elderly, you know, or preying on the weak, we as human beings are all we got. We as Americans are all we got, one another, which is something that these evil fucks don't realize, you know? So we need to band together. And I keep saying it, the silent majority. Stop being afraid, stand up. Where are the watchmen? You know, God appointed watchmen. Okay. So it's time for the watchmen to come out, and they're doing it in Colorado. You know, they're doing it in Texas. I mean, Weatherford, Texas, they chased Antifa away, you know. Yeah. And there's a lot of towns around here that if they catch you fucking up in their towns, they'll freaking bury your ass. Yep. You know, so we need to stand up as Americans, as fellow men and women, you know.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Salute.
Salute.
I drank to that. See, for the listeners, we're drinking.
Yep.
Woo.
Yeah, man. So, we need to make that happen. End human trafficking. Bring these children home. If you know anything, if you know something, say something.
You have to. You have to.
Yeah.
If you see something, say something. But a lot of people get dismissed as conspiracy theory.
You know what? Hey, do what you can. If that's why I said, if you know something, if people know something, they need to speak up. If they think something, they need to speak up. And if they get labeled as conspiracy theorists, fuck it. What if they're right? They save a life.
I know a story out of Lynchburg, Tennessee, at Liberty University.
Oh, okay.
I know the stench of child molesters is coming from that university. They have Joel Hesh, which is a professor there. The man's obsessed with masturbation and pornography and wrote about his addictions to it and everything and how he beat it. And I'm sorry, you're not going to suppress your sickness or your addiction. You're just going to progress into doing things, acting out what you're seeing on these pornographic sites that you frequent. And because of technology, we're able to catch these guys because they leave their stamp,
the fingerprint. Yep.
Right back to them.
Yep.
So Lynchburg University, Lynchburg, Tennessee, Lynchburg, Virginia. That's it. There's so many Lynchburgs out there, bro. Why are there so many Lynchburgs?
I was gonna say I think Lynchburg's where Jack Daniels is at.
Yeah, Lynchburg lemonade is the most delicious thing I've ever had.
Oh shit.
Jack Daniels and lemonade. Yeah, that shit's delicious, man.
Nice. I thought they were more of an iced tea kind of guy, but okay.
But yeah, Lynchburg, Virginia, Liberty University. I believe it's a Christian law college. There's the stench of it is there.
Right.
People need to dig deep. You see what this guy Joel Hesh writes about. You're like, damn, this guy's a sicko, and you'll write him off. You'll be like, yeah, he's a sicko. Boom. But that sicko's still operating.
We just need to stop all this shit and bring these kids home, and especially the ones that are like overseas in other countries, and we need to get these kids home. Protect your kids. Keep an eye on your kids. I mean, everybody out. I know everybody out there is a good parents. Protect their kids, but it doesn't matter. It's going to happen when you're not looking. It's going to happen when you least expect it.
It's time to
bring them home
head on. It's time to take evil head on.
Bring them. Let's bring these kids home. All right. Let's start acting like the Americans that we truly are, the human beings that we truly are. And I need to thank a bunch of people. I need to thank Layden in San Diego, Bob Jenkins in Kentucky, Lisa Smeltzer. I got a bunch of listeners, man. Audacious Andy, freaking Renfro, Dave DeVito. I mean, everybody, man, that listens to the podcast. My brother Norman G, all my Border Patrol brothers. Norman G, everybody that listens to the podcast, man, I can't thank you enough because it's growing. It's growing little by little, but it's growing. And compared to where we started a few months ago, 47 episodes ago, I mean, I had 2 listeners. 2.
You and me.
Yeah, exactly. And I still
look at the mics we got, man.
I know, right?
I used to use the earpod.
Yeah, and when I did the first podcast, I recorded it on my cell phone. My first 3 podcasts were done on my cell phone. That's why it sounds kind of echoey, but it's a good story. You should go check them out.
Yeah, man. 1, 2, and 3, and then go to 14.
Dude,
to the Sarah Carter interview.
Dude, episode for Monday. Next is it next month? Not this Monday, but next Monday. Actually, I think the Man 22 podcast is gonna be episode 50. It's gonna be our season finale.
Yeah, Thursday. We'll have to put a late Thursday, right? We'll have to put Thursday's podcast off till Monday. That'll be 50.
No, we'll do it Wednesday.
But are you going to be traveling?
I'm leaving Thursday.
Oh, okay. Oh, so we could still put that. That would be 50, and then we have the event to close out.
Yeah, well, the event will be 50, the one that comes out on Monday. This is 47. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. It is Thursdays. All right, yeah. So, yeah, okay, you're right. You're right on this one. You know what? I've had it with you.
Oh, yeah. Well, that concludes this episode of the Gary Brugman podcast. Please like and subscribe on social media. I'm your man's Big Daddy Roughneck. Stay frosty and always watch your six.
Can't thank everybody enough for listening. Y'all be safe out there. Watch your backs. Stay vigilant. And God bless. Love y'all. Love all of y'all. See you back here.